Hey everybody, let's continue with our look at surface boundaries in Civil 3D. By limiting imported data, we can speed up the performance of how the surface is rendered. Let's take a look. Okay, so go ahead and go over to the big C, click Open, browse to your Civil 3D training shortcut, click Civil Tutorials, and go to Drawings. Next, scroll down to the Surface-2 drawing. Now in the Tool Space panel, go to the Prospector tab, expand the surfaces, and expand the existing surface. Now you'll see under the definition that the surface is currently empty. In the following steps, you'll use this red polyline in the drawing to create a data clip boundary, which will restrict imported surface data to the extents of this boundary. Then you'll import a relatively dense LiDAR point file and examine the results. So go ahead and expand the existing surface definition, right-click on Boundaries, and then click Add. Now in the Add Boundaries dialog box, specify under Name, let's go ahead and put Site. Under the Type drop-down, we want to click Data Clip, and the mid-ordinate distance, we'll keep that at 1. Go ahead and click OK. Now in the drawing window, click the red polyline. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Click it just like that. Now the polyline is added to the existing surface definition as a boundary. The presence of a boundary in the surface definition is indicated by the marker next to the boundaries. You'll see this little black box right here. Now when the boundaries collection is selected, the boundaries that have been added to the surface appear in the Prospector tab. Next, in the following steps, you'll add a relatively dense LiDAR point file to the surface definition. Now the point file will be added only within the extents of the data clip boundary that you just added. So let's get started with that. Go ahead and expand the existing surface definition collection like we did before. Right-click Point Files, click Add. Now in the Add Point File dialog box, go ahead and hit this plus icon right here. Now in the Select Source File dialog box, be sure that you set the file type to CSV, which is a comma delimited file, and go ahead and select LiDAR_ENZ. And this file can be found under the Civil Tutorials folder. Click Open. Now in the Format list, select the ENZ, meaning easting, northing, and point elevation. Now in this instance, uncheck the Do Elevation Adjustment if possible. Go ahead and click OK. Now the point data is added to the drawing. A reference to the point file is listed right here, and the presence of the point data is shown by this little black box right here. Now zoom in to the right corner of this surface. Now when we zoom in, you'll see that imported data is actually triangulating outside of our data clip boundary. Now let's try something different. Click on the Home tab and go to your layers. Go ahead and thaw this layer, C-Topo-Boundary-Corridor. You can see a brand new boundary just showed up. Now let's go through the same process that we went through before when it came to adding a boundary. Right-click on Boundaries, click Add. This time in the Add Boundaries dialog box, type in the following: corridor, keep the type on data clip, and keep the default mid-ordinate distance. Click OK, and select our line. Now you'll see in the drawing window, it looks like nothing really happened. You'll see that there's an orange polyline and an instance of our brand new boundary, but nothing's changed. That's because the points were added to the surface before the corridor boundary. The boundary currently does not affect the point data, but in the following steps you'll arrange the surface definition operations so that the points will be restricted to the extents of the new corridor data clip boundary. In Toolspace on the Prospector tab, right-click on the existing surface and click Surface Properties. Now in this dialog box, go to Definition. Now under Operation Type, you can see the order that we have going on here. The operations you perform in this exercise are listed in the order in which they were performed. The site data clip boundary was added first, which is listed right here, and it affects the operations that follow it. The corridor data clip boundary was added last, which you can see right here, so it currently doesn't affect any other operations. Select this last boundary and add it to the top of the list. Next, select the other add boundary and bring that to the bottom. Now click OK. Go ahead and click to rebuild the surface, and there you have it. When the surface rebuilds, the points outside of the orange corridor data clip boundary are excluded from the surface. So that's how data clip boundaries work in Civil 3D. If you'd like to learn more about Civil 3D workflow tips and tricks, visit AutoCAD Civil3D Training.com and be sure to sign up for future video notifications or click subscribe on our YouTube channel. Again, my name is Charles Ellison. Take care.